Furious, especially early, to really just take over this game here.
Right, we'll see. The fans are cheering them on. They need all the help they can get. Potential last game. This is game series for Blacklist International. The last hope for PKL.
I mean, top four, they made it there thus far, which is great for them, and they want to continue on. But again, this is a mountain to climb, being down 0-3 against Alpha Gaming, who have looked on another level.
Yep, this is not about money, this is not about titles, this is about the glory and to represent your nation in the biggest competition of HOK Global Esports.
Yeah, but at the same time, if you're like, hey, this is the elimination game, we're on the backside, we're gonna just call up the national hero Lapu Lapu and give ourselves a chance. We're gonna go out with, you know, fist throwing everything at it.
I mean, raging seas, right? That's the ultimate on the side of Lapu Lapu. This has to be the most rageful sea. If Blacklist is able to get the win here, the fans will erupt.
Yeah, first 5-10 minutes is going to be key for Blacklist to really set the tone on this one. Dragon, how much impact is he going to have? Are they going to be able to get some ganks to really get this kind of the snowball going? Because again, it's all about momentum in this game, and getting it in, especially with an early game lineup, you need to strike first.
Yeah, exactly. And this is going to be very dependent on the number of Kachosins that Dragon can get in before the actual fight starts, right? You need to, you know, soften them up. And this is not a very soft lineup from the side of Alpha Gaming. Oh, hang on, maybe this is the chance.
Oh, they do a decent amount of damage onto Saber, who's limping away, but in the top lane, there's a little bit of action. And Dragon goes in with the Ruinja, finding it, but they're not able to get it. Taking liberties is going to zone them away, and Yulong is just too tanky at this stage.
Same time at the bottom side, Golden Kite and Chance are taking quite a bit of damage because of the heals coming out by Saber as well. This is not an easy fight in the farm lane. Everything against the likes of Blacklist International, they have to hang on.
They definitely have to hang on. This is not a good, easy lineup. I mean, the draft, I'm giving a slight edge to APG, even in terms of the laning, maybe except for the Chammy one versus Xiang one, because Byron is just a beast, but this is going to be a very tough game for Blacklist.
It's a very tight game, and timing is of the essence, right? And I feel the fact that Joshi has this Musashi, right, the Sword Master, is actually very apt, because in the duel to the death, you only have that short amount of time where you're in peril, where you cannot get heals. You need to get the finishing blow then, which means execution needs to be absolutely perfect from the side of Blacklist, or they will lose this.
So that's where Dragon and Chammy won, setting it up. I mean, Golden Kite like tenderizing, taking some of the damage away, and Joshi going in with that duel to death to really clean up. He cannot be that initial initiator.
Yeah, and this one, in HOK, truly the better team wins. Rarely about individual efforts. It all comes down to how much team play do you get. Can you get that synergy you're looking for?
Oh, now you're talking about team play. Now you want to talk about coordination. Well, you know, in our ranked games, you never want to talk, huh?
I'm going to carry the game.
All by yourself. But he mentions the Rageous Sea. They find Saber, who's taking a decent amount. He's going to give up first blood, and that's a great rotation by Dragon.
Exactly what you need, because it's Dragon who gets the first blood. That's the Mai Shiranui, the Fire Ninja. You need that early game, and Blacklist get the great
they have to get another kill. They find Xiang in the top lane as well. Blacklist International are doing a great job early.
Okay, that's exactly the MO right now. They need to do more. I mean, I may feel like I'm being greedy at this point, but Blacklist, they need more than just first 2 kills. They need the turrets, they need the objectives.
Yeah, so that's the thing, is that you get the kills, they get the nice little Ruenjin onto Shisan. He's going to take liberties on back, they're going to look to trade. But it's one thing to get the kills, but you got to convert it into those objectives as you were talking about.
Exactly, and it's not going to be easy, because if you take a look at the lineup on the side of Alpha Gaming, they have a lot of sustain. Shisan, his passive, allows him to stay alive for one more moment, and that could be the difference maker in those 5v5 skirmishes. Right now, Blacklist, they have the slight advantage. Can they turn it into a neutral 4-minute objective of the Tyrant?
Now, both of the roams, though, are going to meet in the middle in terms of these Tyrants. They're going to take the Crimson first for APG, ensuring that Yulong picks this off. This is going to be the next big fight as the Tyrant gets pulled around. Chaz is still there, but the rest of Blacklist not going to be following up.
I think Blacklist have other plans in mind, right? It's really about making sure they get the steals as well, looking for the T1 on the top. The macro game is more important because the Tyrant buff will expire.
Yeah, and it looks like Xiang just dealing with the minions. The top lane is a little under siege at this point, but they take out the Azure Golem. Joshi stuck in the box. He will be looking to just run on out of this. The wind slash is on point, but they find Yulong in not the greatest of spots. Nice little raging speed, nice little play with that storm strike, but they've pulled around by the taking liberties. They've already got Yulong though.
They got the biggest target, and right now Blacklist International, they come alive. The fans are here as well. They are looking for the win. Blacklist, they just need to take it.
One goes in and gets the strike, and Chisan is down. They turn this around, and the mid T1 is down as well.
And this is where no response comes out of APG, not because they don't want to, but because they cannot.
You can't. I mean, because Blacklist are
Golden Kite.
Golden Kite, he gets pulled around. He's all by himself. The legal immunity, the flash away by Golden Kite, and the great Houdini gets away.
He actually makes it out. Blacklist International, they need a miracle, and a miracle has been delivered, at least at this 5.5 minute mark.
He gets that pick off on a Golden Kite, Xiang that is, and the dynamic of this game completely shifts in favor of APG because again, you need Golden Kite to close this game out.
Exactly. The fact that his timing has not been spot, has not been delayed too much, that is a big win. He also has the Crimson buff in hand. He's able to deal a lot more damage. And I mean, is Lapu just the answer?
Yeah, I think so. I mean, they've got a 4K net worth lead. When in doubt, call in the national hero, right? Like, we need help. It's like Superman, right? In that sense of just being able to go in, and they've done such a great job. They've built this lead. We have not seen this type of lead from Blacklist in this entire series.
Yep, bear in mind, this is 4,000 gold in the space of 6 minutes. Right now, Blacklist International, they're looking for the T2s. If they can break a T2 before the 10-minute mark, this is going to aid them massively in that 10-minute shadow variance.
Yeah, that will definitely help them out. But APG funneling from back to the top lane to the mid lane, just dealing. Again, they know that they're behind, but they need to stem the bleeding in some fashion.
They have, right? Because the goal lead in between and goal differential between Drag. Oh, wait, hang on. Next, you get it. All right, so they get the first overlord of the game as well. So with that being said, Blacklist, they make the trade in terms of neutral objectives. It's all about making sure that you have the goal lead. Right now, Shisan is training by 1,000 gold against Dragon. The dream scenario for this Fire Ninja.
Yeah, this is a great way to get back in. The bottom T2 has been taken out. You're seeing the impact. Pre-10 minutes, how Dragon is literally running from lane to lane, putting that pressure on, and they've gotten the first bottom T2 already.
I mean, the fans are making a big difference. I was confused for a moment. I was, what are they cheering for? And that was actually the first overlord in the game. So now, APG feeling not just the brutal strength of Blacklist members, but the Blacklist 6th member, the fans.
Yeah, they're definitely feeling that one. I mean, you could feel it in the floors, right? Like the energy that they're kind of putting out here. And Blacklist International looking to take the top T2. They don't need minions for that. They'll take that one out.
That's exactly what they need. Now, with just the T2 in the mid left, this gorge is extremely dark on the sidelines, which means Blacklist, they can open up potential catches. Chance is going to be responsible for this one.
Growing that lead even more. 5.4 in favor of Blacklist here, and they're looking to contest. They have 4 members of APG, and all they want is their roll, but now they're going for the duel to death. Tries to go in, just zones them away. Stuck in the border or not, doesn't really matter.
Right, the Raging Seas used as a defensive measure, or rather offensive one, to make sure that there is a deterrent. So they will manage to stave off the aggression from the side of APG, make life a little bit more difficult. It's a 5,000 goalie now. Blacklist in a prime position to be able to have control of this game even tighter.
Yeah, the Lapu here is just so much fun. I mean, so much control, everything that you want from a tanky roamer to add into the hero pool here. And Chaz has provided a lot of value. I mean, he's got a 500 gold lead over Saber, which is not the like end-all be-all, especially when it comes to the roam.
I mean, the biggest difference maker here is the fact that, look, Dragon, with all the success that he found, the first item he rushed was the Venomous Staff. You need that against the Dun.
Of course.
Goalie and Dun, the heals.
Right?
Yeah.
Plus you have Saber as well, right? And that pool, with that healing and that sustain, you need some way to kind of stop that. But now Blacklist International looking to go for the right angle. They're going to just focus their attention on this mid T2 instead.
It's all about this macro game. How much have we missed this macro game from Blacklist International? With 1 minute left before the Shadow variants come out, Blacklist wants to engage, add more to their strength.
Yeah, Yulong potentially going for the steal, not able to find anything. The Crimson has just spawned at this point, and now Blacklist looking to go for this one, tries to go for it, but the smite is going to be on point. Yulong with that wind slash, doing some decent work. He gets the Unruly Blade on out. The flash forward by Dragon, tries to get the pullback. The duel of death on it too, and they find it, but the Blood Rage is keeping Justy alive. Wants to go for the backline, finds Saber, they try to get to Yulong. They've got 2 members down, and it looks like Blacklist International with all 5 members continuing on with that push.
Yep, recovery complete, and then Crystal is in sight. T3 in the middle to be taken down first. And right now, Blacklist, they cut deep.
Yeah, did you want a bounce back game by Blacklist International? Because I think they were like, okay, we're going to bring it this one. Game 4 has been completely in control of Blacklist. The way that they've been able to control the game, taking that T3 pre-10 minutes.
And why were they so calm? Because they knew exactly what the game plan was. Look at what they're doing now. This is a specialty that I enjoy from Blacklist. It is going to be the double shadow objectives. At the same time, the killing blow that Blacklist has done to many other teams in KIC2025. And right now, the game is on.
Yeah, taking both at the same time. I mean, that's how far up they are. 8.6K, and it's only growing. You might as well take everything at this point. And now APG on the defensive, trying to find ways to get back into this one.
I mean, this is going to be a long and arduous climb for the side of APG.
Yeah, it's definitely going to be tough for him. I mean, at the same time, Blacklist International are not making any mistakes for APG to get back into this series.
Yeah, definitely not, right? And the biggest difference here is the ability to set up from the side of Blacklist, right? Dragon has been getting those absolute nice catches, but it's Chaz who has been making sure those raging seeds have been super on point.
Yeah, he's been really setting it up. But I mean, also Dragon with those Ruin engines, right? With those pushbacks, have the nice little 1-2 combination has been so tough. And now with this bottom T3 about to be under siege, looking to just go down by Golden Kite, he had that serious damage on this one. But the top lane, also, they want to go greedy. They might as well take everything.
They make it look easy at this point. The true talents, the T3 at the top. Shadow Overlord approaches from the skies. And this T3 looking like it is going to be gone. It's an empty base for the side of Alpha Gaming.
Yeah, the Doctor just ordered super elite minions, and I think that Blacklist will be very happy with this push. APG on the defensive, of course. They have to find a way to just salvage this, but they decide to go in. The Raging Sea is going to be found out, and they find Yulong. The board has got him blocked in, but it doesn't really matter too much. The Infinite Vast is unaggressively son. He's going to be picked up. The double kill going the way of Golden Kite, and it looks like Blacklist International will get on the board and take game number 4.
Welcome back into the series. Blacklist International, what a game.
Superior competition.